Hello, my name is Courtney Thomas, and thank you for joining the Not Your Average Lifestyle podcast. Hi, my name is Courtney Thomas, and thank you for tuning in to the Not Your Average Lifestyle podcast. Today, we'll be continuing our discussion from last episode on how to maximize our workout. We discussed the warm-up portion of our workout last time, where we discussed how a warm-up could be up to 50% of the allotted time of your workout. And today we'll be discussing the work part, or what most of us will consider the harder part, the more intense aspect of our workout, where we start to introduce some resistance training and things like that. So I'm excited to continue our discussion and to give some more tips and pointers on how we can make our workouts better and more efficient. There's one thing that I do want to backtrack on that I talked about in the last episode, and that was the general warm-up aspect of your warm-up. I just want to make sure we understand that there are two kinds of warm-ups in this aspect. You could do a general warm-up, which would just be treadmill, jumping some rope, the elliptical, Stairmaster, stationary bike, just something to get your heart rate going. There also is something called a specific warm-up, where a specific warm-up where you would take whatever you're going to be doing in your harder intensities for the day. Let's say you were doing leg day, and then your specific warm-up would be, okay, well, I'll do some body weight squats or something like that. That's pretty much going to mimic the exercises that you're going to be completing later on. Obviously not as much of intensity, but you want to do something that is kind of related to the harder work that is to come. So there are two types of warm-ups in that aspect, general warm-up, and then there's a specific warm-up. All right, I just wanted to make sure I covered that. So when we're going towards the work aspect of our warm-up, after the warm-up is completed, it's time for us to get down to business. This is usually where we're going to start doing a little bit more of a heavier lifting. The part that would come in the beginning of this part of our workout would be plyometrics. Now, what are plyometrics? Plyometrics are exercises that generate quick, powerful movements. All right. So an example of plyometrics would be something like squat jumps or box jumps, skater jumps. You get the theme here. Plyometric push-ups, the push-ups where you go down and then you push yourself off the floor and then land back. Those type of exercises are plyometric. So this is the area of your workout where you want to implement them. Once your warm-up is over, we're starting to get into the heavier lifting. Plyometrics is a great place to start. All right. Why? Well, we just went through from our warm-up movement integration, and now our body is in a state where we have connected mind and body. We're getting things going. We're getting the connective chain going. Plyometric workouts do that in a great way as far as making sure we recruit all of the muscles. There's a lot of things going on at the same time. So this is a great way to continue to activate and to get activated all of our body by starting with plyometrics. So it's a great tool to get into before you get into your heavier lifting, but definitely not in the beginning of your workout. Okay. And I do see a lot of people start their workout with plyometrics. No judgment, but could be better. All right. Next up, we're going to go to movement skills. All right. So what are movement skills? Well, and I want to mention, I should have said this about plyometrics as well. This is not everybody will want to do plyometrics. Not everybody should be doing plyometrics. You definitely should have some awareness as far as whether those exercises are right for you. Some of these things that I'm going to be mentioning are definitely more geared towards somebody who is in some sort of athletic training. So if you're training for a sport or something, these are some of the things that you would probably want to focus on, that maybe somebody who's just working out, for the fun of it, or just to, that has a very, I just want to look good, doesn't really have any type of specific goal in that way. may not be wanting to do these type of exercises. Some people might just do it because normally plyometric exercises are fun. But like I said, totally up to you. Just want to give you some background on that. Movement skills is another modality area where it's similar. Not everybody's gonna do this type of exercise or these type of moves, but if you are gonna do them, I just want to make sure that I'm letting you know where in your workout you would want to put these exercises. So next would be movement skills. What are movement skill exercises? Think things like ladders, cones, even there's some band work here that you may want to do in this area. That's where you're going to work on your movement skills, speed, agility, quickness, those type of drills you're going to be doing in this area after your plyometrics. All right. In the same area is going to be things that involve medicine balls, either throwing them or slamming them. This is usually a client favorite. You get to release some stress here. So anything having to do with medicine balls, exercises with those, you can put those in here as well if you have access to them and if there's something that you do like to use with your workout. All right. And now it probably seems like forever, but now is where we get to the resistance training, to the strength training, to the power training. So if you're using things like dumbbells, barbells, kettlebells, cable machines, suspension training, things like TRX, any form of resistance training, this is now the area where you would implement that. Like I said, it could come a lot sooner if you're not going to be doing, plyometrics and movement skills and things of that nature. But if you are going to be doing those things, then you should be waiting on the weight training until after. Or you always could find a way to incorporate them all together, but just giving you the structure. But this would be the area where you would do your resistance training. Now, depending upon your goals, whether you have a strength goal or whether you have a power goal or whether you have a weight loss goal, that will change how many reps, how many sets, and the things like that. So that's something that you will figure out as you go into it, but still it will be under this umbrella in this section of your workout. All right. After you're done with weight training, now we're going to get into energy system development. So now, as in the beginning when you did cardio, it was just more for a warm-up, just to get your heart rate going. Now, in this part, you would do the cardio that is really going to test your cardiovascular system. So if you're going to be doing sprint intervals, or if you're doing marathon training, things like that, and you're trying to build up endurance, this is the part of your workout where you would do that type of cardio in the energy system development part of your workout after you finish with all the other aspects. All right. It will be towards the end of your workout, not in the beginning. And then after you finish with your cardio, you'll always want to remember it's cool down time, stretching. We put the emphasis on stretching in the beginning of the workout. Same thing goes for stretching at the end of the workout. The warm-up is just as important. So now at the end of your workout, what are you going to do for your cool down? Your cool down is going to consist of static stretches. So in the beginning, we kind of did things that were more moving, trying to get, everything going, lengthening the muscle. At the end of your workout is now where you're going to do static stretches, where we hold our stretches, usually for around 30 seconds. And this is what's going to help to lengthen the muscle as well. Because remember, throughout our whole workout, we've been doing exercises and squats and tightening the muscle. So now after tightening the muscle, we want to make sure we stretch that muscle out so that we give more room for the muscle to grow. All right. So we always want to finish our workout with the cool down. It's very important. As a trainer, I'm very mindful of cool down periods with my clients. When I do have clients that I trust, that I know that are on their game, that's something that I'll allow them to do, on their own. But cool down should always be a part of what you are making your workout of. It should always be composed of Your warm up, the work, and the cool down. Every single time. There should never be a time that you want to skip the warm up or the cool down. It's all part of the workout, and it's very important. All right. So this was great. It was good to get this information out to you. I hope that you learned something. If you need any further clarity on anything that I spoke of in this episode, please feel free to hit me up in the comments. I will try to get back to whoever sends information sends a question to me. I'll be putting my Instagram and my email so that you can also email me if you or get in contact with me with any of those other ways. All right. I'm looking forward to the next episode. Thank you again for watching Not Your Average Lifestyle. Once again, my name is Courtney Thomas. We will see you the next time.